is for later. You back in your box. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Whew. Oh. Hi, Jen. Good morning. Good morning, Reagan. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. Whew. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Jen. Thanks, Janelle. It's me eating my cake. Hi, Allie. Good morning, friends. Woof. So how are you feeling post-eclipse? How's the vibe this morning? I'll tell you, when I first woke up, I was like, I was feeling a little hungover from yesterday's energy. That was kind of a whopper of a channeling last night for me, in like a really different way. I feel like it was just different and it affected me differently. Not bad, actually. I mean, I'm not sick or anything, but it just was intense in a different way, which makes sense because that seems to be the name of the game. Did you make my dentures chatter? Spokane, Washington sends love. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means to make your dentures chatter, but I certainly wouldn't, I don't think I would do that. So, okay, moving on. Moving on from that. Good morning. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Connie. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Heather. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. And we're off. Yes, exactly. Good morning. Hi, Anna. What was I going to say? Yeah, so yeah, last night's channeling was intense. If you haven't seen it yet, it's up. It's posted in the lives. And if you missed it, you can go check it out at innersanctum.me. We're really feeling it this morning, huh, TikTok? Can you tell me my library books are overdue? If you have to ask, they probably are. Like from the 90s, most likely. All right. I was like, TikTok, get it together. So anyway, I highly recommend that you go check out the channeling if you haven't already. There's a lot of information in there. Thank God that Jen was like writing stuff down immediately, because I could not remember not one blessed thing after it came out of my mouth. It was like worse than usual. And then as soon as I got done with channeling, I was like, I don't know, you know? So, but I read through the notes last night and I was like, all right, we're chock full of stuff. So here we are. Happy Monday. We'll see what today has to bring for us, because anything can happen and will. So, hi, Stacy. Hi, Jess. Did I say hi to you already, Carrie? Hi, Nicole. Good morning, Renelle. Good morning. Good morning to everybody joining on TikTok. Welcome to Coffee and Magic. This morning we're chatting about the energy, and then we're going to be doing something called sensory card pulls. And how that works is you do get a message, but I don't answer questions. So how that works is I will give you 3 things, and then I do 3 separate pulls that align to what you've chosen, and you get a message for your day. So we're going to be doing that. I also think that since it's, the first Monday of May, I feel like we should probably, I think I want to see what the fairies have to say. Carrie. Carrie says you waved, but I love when you say my name. That's what she said. Okay. Oh. I love you, Carrie. I feel like where do you live? We'd be besties. Rose, did I say good morning to you? Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Victoria. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Also, in other news, have you guys seen that TikTok that was going around with that girl with excellent skin who's like putting some like purple acid peel on her face and is like, this is making my face like so amazing. Like this is the secret. And it's like some kind of alpha hydroxy acid, like high concentration from the ordinary. Have you seen that? Well, I did. And I decided I need to go get that. It's like on my top 10 list of things to do. So I made that happen last week. And then I didn't read through like all the comments beforehand. And it was like people were talking about, oh no, you can get like second-degree burns and blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm still doing it. It's like you should spot test. And I was like, I don't spot test anything. It's either we're doing this or we're not doing this. So anyway, I got the mask. It's like $8. And I have to say, my face is feeling very smooth. So I'm going to continue with my regimen of burning my face off because I think it's doing good things, you know? I think it is. Yeah, it's like red. It looks like you're putting basically it looks like you're smearing blood all over your face. Um yeah, I just don't do spot testing. I literally don't care. Also, Janelle says, "Did you see the video of the moon that showed for 30 seconds at the North Pole?" I did not. I did not see that. I didn't see that. Um, good. I'm glad to hear this. I'm glad to hear all these things. And I got a few other things. I got like rosehip seed oil and hyaluronic acid, and the squalane cleanser, all by that company because it's like so cheap. Um, and I've just been very happy with my skin, so I feel like I'm going to continue with that. You know, I got my nails done. Just feeling pretty and fancy these days, guys. It's what I'm doing this eclipse season. You know, trying to make my skin look in real life the way it does with filters. Good morning. Hi, Angie. Hi, Lisa. Boop, boop. Okay. I also have, I have news. I have news for you. Um, I have new things happening. Not this week, but soon. It's like in the works during eclipse season. Um, but I have new services coming out that are going to reopen private sessions. And I'm actually very excited. So if you don't know this about me, every 6 months or so, I burn out from private sessions and I completely close them down. It's like a hard pass. I can't do it anymore. I teach you guys and tell you guys all the time that if something doesn't feel aligned, you shouldn't be doing it, right? So I have to take that advice myself. And it's very difficult because this is my business. And obviously, taking private sessions pays the bills around here. But I can't, in good conscience, do private sessions if I don't feel good about doing them because that's not the kind of work this is. I'm not clocking in, you know what I'm saying? So when that happens, like if I wake up on a Monday and I look at my schedule and it's like full of sessions and the feeling I have is anything other than yes, then I'm like, uh-oh, we have a problem because I never want to do anything, any kind of session ever with you guys where my energy isn't like fully present and excited to be there. So that's something that I do. I hold myself to very, very seriously. And it is scary sometimes because it's like, will that feeling ever come back? And like, what the fuck is happening here? Because again, I am running a business. But It just kind of came out of nowhere. And that's what she said. And I'm very excited. It's going to be different, a little bit different. I'm going to be offering private sessions for channeling. So basically live channeling, but just for you. So you can tap in with Ashtar and whoever else comes through, just us. I also have a service coming out that allows you to either text me or voice message me your question, and I'll respond back that way because I was thinking of like what I would want, and I really hate phone calls, and sometimes I'm really tired of Zooms. So if that's you too, but you still like have a question, that service will be great. I'm also putting out a service so we can go through your natal chart with you. And another new one is looking over your business, looking over business plans, your spiritually based or energy based business plans, and helping you with navigating that. So I'm excited. All of that will come forth when it does, but I'm excited to get back in the saddle, as it were. So stay tuned. In the meantime, again, if you haven't watched the live channeling, I think that you should. So we'll do that. It's up at innersanctum.me right now. All right. So there's that. Is there anything else I want to tell you for this Monday? I don't know. I am just kind of gonna, I don't know. I I feel like we're like in a really weird place for the next 2 weeks, and it's just kind of gonna go whoop 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 all over the place. So we're just gonna be here together, and we'll touch base and see how it goes. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's start. Let's start our oof. Drink water. I've committed to drinking one wine bottle of water every single day. Did I tell you that already? And I've been doing pretty good so far. So I'm like, if I can drink a one wine bottle of wine very easily, I should absolutely be able to drink one bottle of wine of water. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of deal I've made with myself, and it works for my brain. So I'm thinking of what we're gonna do for sensory card pulls, and I'm looking at my naked lady statues, and now I'm just thinking about boobs. So we're gonna have to pull that in because that's not the vibe this morning. Um, I think we're gonna do crystals, actually. Um, we're gonna do crystals, and I'm gonna show you the crystals. Okay, so hold on a second. Hold on a second. Don't leave. I'm coming back. Just reaching for some crystals. Oh. All right. So I don't, wait, no, this one. Okay. Yeah. I mean, always boobs, but it's not Friday. Okay. So, we're doing crystals this morning. So if you're just joining us, hi, welcome. Welcome to Coffee Magic. We're about to do sensory card pulls, and I'm going to give you 3 different crystals. I want you to like pay attention to how you feel when I show you the crystal. I'm going to tell you the name of it, and you pick the crystal that you feel most aligned with this morning. Okay. So we're going to start with this one. This is Angel Aura, and I'm going to give it in front of everybody's screen. So just be patient for a second. This is Angel Aura. Can you see how sparkly it is? Sparkly, sparkly. Does that help? Anyway, sparkly, a little bit purpley. It's for you, YouTube. This is Angel Aura. Angel Aura. Okay, that's number one. Candela, I have no idea what my last video is and what I was wearing. So if you comment on that video, I will answer you and tell you where that necklace is from. All right, so Angel Aura, that's one. The next one is Fluorite. Okay. And the next one, Malachite. What are you feeling this morning? Put your answer in the comments. Angel Aura, Fluorite, Malachite. Okay. So I have them here in my hand. Angel Aura, Fluorite, Malachite. What are you feeling this morning? Can you pick more than one? Clearly, whatever you want. But just like take a second, you know what I mean? Like feel into it. And I am going to shuffle. Again, it's Angel Aura, Fluorite, or Malachite. Shuffle these cards. I'm pulling this morning from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. This is the one that, this is actually my first Oracle deck ever. So it's very old. We have a relationship and we work well together for coffee and magic. So that's what we're doing. Ah! Wow. We are really all over the place this morning. You guys, okay, sorry. So that was the first one because 3 cards just flew out. I got them. That was for Angel Aura. So again, I'm gonna give you another second if you're just joining. You're choosing from these 3 different crystals to pick your card pulls. So we've got Angel Aura. Is that what's resonating with you? Angel Aura. We've got Fluorite. And we've got Malachite. All right, so you choose which one feels best for you. Pop it in the comments, and we are off to the races. See what this says. Well, I mean, we don't have to see what it says. I have already pulled them. Oh, okay. So if you chose Angel Aura, here's your story. We've got the communication card. We've got the protection card. We've got the partnership card. These are all these are all sacred journey cards too. Like they're all the same type of card. Partnership, protection, and communication. All right, so let's dive in, my Angel Aura friends. We're going to start with communication. Do you know how I was going on and on recently about only say true things, only say true things, only say true things? During this eclipse season, next 2 weeks, oof, is that going to be so much more important? I mean, it's always going to be important forever and ever, but it is a strong emphasis on speaking your truth. And what does that mean? It's really important to check what that means to you. For some people, speaking your truth actually translates to being kind of rude, abrasive, and telling other people about themselves. That's not the kind of truth that we're talking about with this communication card. You're not being asked to tactlessly tell people your thoughts about them. Nope, that is absolutely never what I'm going to mean when I say communication and only say true things. What this means is you need to know who you are to such a degree that when you open your mouth to say anything, that vibration is in alignment with your heart. Okay? It's not about telling people what you think about them. It's about how you're expressing to the world around you, whether it's in alignment or not. Okay? So it means not people pleasing anymore. It means not saying yes to something when you full well know that you don't want to do it. It's not agreeing with someone if you don't agree with them. It's not allowing untruths to perpetuate around you, within you, all those things. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you guys? That's your communication. Now, the next one is partnership. Okay. And we talked in channeling last night about the love bubbles and what that means. And again, highly recommend that you go check that out if you have not already. We are in a place of actively attracting our energetic family to us. And you cannot do that unless you, again, are in alignment and saying all your true things. The partnership card is coming through because this is happening for you right now, where you are connecting with people in a different way, and it might feel a little bit scary because you may have experiences in the past where you can't trust people. But here's the thing: it doesn't matter necessarily about trusting other people. It matters about trusting yourself. If you can trust your own self, right? You don't have to worry about anyone else, right? Okay. Then we have the protection card. And this needs a little bit of a pivot here to make sure that we are not basing this in a fear program. Protection has strong fear based roots because it's a very defensive position. It's under the assumption that you have to kind of like protect yourself from something coming at you, something you may or may not see, but that there is a danger out there that you need protection from. And that is not the vibe anymore. It used to be, but it's not the vibe anymore because when you've shifted into sovereign energy, you understand that that's just not how energy needs to work for you anymore. So when we talk about protection now, from this particular perspective, what we're talking about is being conscious of the energy you choose to engage with versus the energy you don't. Knowing what energy makes you feel good and what energy does not. Commanding the energy around you so that you create space that always feels good for you, that always feels nurturing and abundant for you. Okay, so that is your angel aura message for this morning. Hope that resonated for you. Next up, fluorite. Doesn't this look like you eat it? Looks like a gummy. Looks like a gummy to me. Ali says, wow, this gives me pleasure from a workshop this past weekend where I felt this. Excellent. I'm so glad. Good morning. Hi, Sassy. All right. Next up is fluorite coming at you. Let's take a sip of my coffee. Well, Chris is asking, am I physically supposed to be whack right now? I don't know. You're supposed to be, but it's not out of the realm of energetic possibilities right now. This morning, I definitely felt like I had an eclipse hangover, and I was saying to myself in my brain, I talk a lot to myself, like, you can't really have an eclipse hangover because it's kind of like you can't get a hangover if you don't stop drinking. And I feel like we're not going to stop eclipsing until, mid-May. So we're all just I think some of us are going to feel like we're on a trip. That's how I usually feel, quite honestly. That's why I don't need to do drugs anymore. So I'm always high on something. Some energy's pulling me up into the ethers. Okay, anyway, back to the cards. This is your fluorite message. We've done the angel aura already. So we got fluorite next, and then malachite. So if you're just joining us, maybe pick from one of these two delightful green stones, fluorite or malachite. Hi, Sar. Wave to you. Okay, so this is going to be your fluorite. You ready? Look at that. All right. So, ooh, that doesn't sound good. I'm sorry, babe. We've got the focus card. We've got the fire fairy card. We've got the restriction card. Again, this is the fluorite message. Okay, so let's talk about it. Focus, fire fairy, and restriction. What a story for you this morning, my fluorite friends. So, fire fairy first. You know how sometimes you get like a million ideas at once and you're like, whoa. And then you're like, but which one do I do? Which one do I put my energy into? Like, how do I even make this a thing? And it becomes quickly overwhelming. Fire fairy is here to kind of give you that little bit of a nudge and like positivity and encouragement to let you know that like your creative flow is never in question, but you are a cyclical being that is very much tied to the organic movements of energy. You cannot always be a tap turned all the way on. That's not possible for you. So you're moving into a space now of tap turned on, which means lots of inspiration, lots of creative ideas, lots of energy flowing through you, and then translating to whatever that means. If you feel overwhelmed, this is a great week to actually allow very gently for focus to find you. See, we have this focus card. And how do we find focus in the midst of a creative onslaught, right? How do you do that? And is it counterproductive? Will it stop the flow if I focus, if I, narrow in on something? Here's the thing. We've been talking about only saying true things, staying in alignment, leading from your heart. The other part of this, which again came through really loud and clear in channeling, is leading from pleasure. Okay? So here's how you find your focus in this. What feels good to you? Ask yourself that, and don't qualify it with your brain stuff. Just sit with yourself and ask yourself, what feels really good to me? What lights up most of my senses when I think about it? What gives me the little belly butterfly tingles, right? What is it that really gets me? Because a lot of times we do have this program, most of us have this program, where the thing that feels the most fun is the thing we don't choose to do because we think that thing could not possibly be productive and should instead be treated as a reward after the hard work, right? And so this energy is asking you to lead with that, to lead with the thing that feels the most easy, the most delicious, the most fun for right now. Can you give yourself a moment to just do that, to just choose the thing that feels good right now? And what happens if you do it? Restriction card is here because this is the program that's like, no, don't do that. Don't you dare. That's foolish. Don't be foolish. Don't waste your time. You'll never make a living at that. You're not smart enough to do this. You're not creative enough, like whatever. Ask yourself whose voice is in your head telling you about all the things that you don't need to be doing and why. Whose voice is it? Is it your voice, or is it a bunch of voices that are not you? And if indeed that is the case, that needs to be looked at this week, right? If you're restricting yourself based on other people's fears, projections, bullshit, that's not fun. It's not going to be fun for you. So we're looking at that, my fluorite friends. Leading with your pleasure, leading with your joy, and allowing this energy to support you in that. Okay, so that is your fluorite message. You thought, what was the goblin card? Restriction? Carrie says, keep my mom's name out your mouth. The last one is malachite. Here we go. And if you're just joining us, like we're at the tail end of the card pull part. And so if you want to see, the earlier ones, you can find the replay once I'm finished on my Instagram. It'll be on my IG things, my IGTV, in my stories, and it's also on my YouTube channel. So you can find it. You can always find it there. I don't know, Janelle, because I'm going to tell you a super special secret that you may already know about me. I pull the cards, and then I just say the words that come. The cards act as trigger points for information for me. So it's very within the realm of possibility that like I'll pull a card and say something that doesn't necessarily connect with that card. It's just kind of how it is. It's like when I look at your guys' natal charts, it's like it triggers an information response within me. So I couldn't say. That's how my particular energy works with the tools. So every day I'm shuffling. Okay. Every day I'm shuffling. Okay. But seriously, are you a little bit excited that I'm doing private sessions again? Because I can't believe how excited I am. Like, I can't wait to tell you about yourself right to you. I can't wait. I can't wait to do it. Can't wait. I'm gonna wait though, because this is not the week, but oh, I'm so glad. Hi, Reagan. All right, listen. And to my friends watching on TikTok, if you're new, come follow me on Instagram, because TikTok's great though, but Instagram in my stories and stuff is where you will find information to do things. So just saying. Okay. You ready for malachite? Interesting. Okay. So here we are with malachite, and look at these cards, friends. Protection again. Guys, make sure you Google fly energy. Partnership. So, I'm just reminding you that these were already pulled for the first one for Angel Aura. Okay, and then we have the cat. Meow. All right. Well, what's this story then? It should be good. Let's take a sip. Two people on Instagram were woken up by flies this morning. And so I'm saying, make sure you Google fly energy, And I'm also laughing because those of you who chose to crystals that were like angel aura and malachite, um, you're doubling down on that message. Okay? You're doubling down. That's what that means. Woo. Okay. Yes, right here. I think Reagan. That's kind of wild. Yeah, so look it up. All right. So partnership and protection. What's your story? What's your story? This needs this is really help. This is okay, listen. We have to talk about this because it's coming through really strong. Protection has got to be pulled out of its fear-based place for you and put into a sovereign space. Fear-based protection practices are causing you to live in a fear-based energy. And that is not a place for magic making. Okay? If you are afraid and do anything from that space, you're in a heightened adrenaline state. You're not rooted in your body. You're not feeling sovereign. You're certainly not feeling in control. You're feeling like you need to combat energy coming at you that you don't know what it is, right? No, no, no. We just cannot do that anymore. Take a look at whatever it is you are currently doing for quote unquote protection and make sure to adjust or remove any rituals that are rooted in fear. How do you know what's rooted in fear? Why are you doing it? What's the reason you're doing the thing? What's the story of what that ritual is? If you are doing something because you don't want someone to hurt you with their energy, that's fear. That is a fear-based ritual that needs to be adjusted. So this is asking you to look at that. This is also asking you to look at boundaries. Boundaries are energy protection. And they are also, okay, so boundaries are energy protection and energy, what's that word? It's not amplifiers. Hmm, what it's showing me basically is that your boundaries, right, allow you to have a space for your energy to consistently recharge itself. Does that make sense? So those boundaries are required at this time. And what does that mean? Um, I'll tell you. It means that you decide whose energy gets to interface with your energy. You don't have to absorb everybody's energy. You just don't. And I'm really tired of hearing that narrative of like, well, I'm an empath and I'm intuitive, so I can't help but absorb everybody's energy all around me. Yes, you can. You saying that you just simply absorb everybody's energy all around you is a spell that you have cast and you've made that true. Is that how you want to live your life? At the whims of everybody else's stanky energy? No. And I'm answering that for you too. No, absolutely not. That is not what being an empath is. When you are saying to me that you can't help but absorb everybody else's energy, what that is telling me is that you don't have any fucking personal boundaries. That's what I'm hearing when I hear that. That's not an elevated spiritual practice, okay? Have enough love and sovereignty with your own self to say that energy doesn't feel good to me. No, it's not for me. Okay? Don't put it on being an empath or being spiritually sensitive. We're all energetically sensitive. That's what humans are. Some are more in touch with that than others. It doesn't make you better than anybody else. But if you are literally walking around saying, I'm an empath, so I'm just absorbing everybody's energy, nothing I can do about that, on the back end, I'm going to smudge myself. Like, no, absolutely not. If the people around you are constantly fucking with you, that means you need to put a boundary down and not be fucked with. That's sovereign, okay? And that's what we need to kind of learn how to do here. So whatever was going on here, that's your message. Um, please do that. Step out of the fear-based protection and step into the sovereignty-based Boundaries. Love yourself enough to be like, absolutely not. Like, you don't come at me like that. You come correct or you don't come at all. And you will be surprised at who does not come at all. And that is fine. Not everybody gets to come, right? I know what I did, but I couldn't stop myself. So that is your malachite for today. Don't leave yet. We have one more card to pull. I want to do a fairy forest collective card. Oh my God, stop with that. I've had that song in my head all morning. I woke up with it. The one that's like, my money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I'm like walking around singing that, and I wish I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't. So, but it is what it is. You never know what kind of dumb shit's gonna get in your head, right? Oh crap. Um, Malachite was protection. Oh my God, help me, guys. What were the three cards? What were the three cards I just pulled? Cat, protection, and partnership. Thank you. Whew. Wow. 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 All right, we're pulling one last card from the Fairy Forest, Lucy Cavendish, also one of my faves. Okay. Woo. No, a lot of people here on Instagram also have had it in their heads. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just cracking myself up this morning. Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Oh, this one again. Are you ready for this one? It's the Ancient, number 45. This is a collective card, so this is for everybody. I don't know for sure. We haven't pulled from the Fairy Forest in a while, but I think the last time we did it might have been this card. So, the Ancient is so old, she is almost beyond time. She is able to speak the truth without compromise, as are you when this card comes to you. She is so old, has experienced so much, learned and taught so many lessons that she has become powerful and influential, just as you are becoming too. So too are you growing older, coming into wisdom. She knows that while others are now going to come to you for advice and guidance, she sees your humanity, your faults, and your flaws and your feelings of unworthiness. She wishes to reassure you. Others will come to you seeking knowledge, awaiting a blessing, an initiation, and oblivious to the consequences of the path they wish to walk. Wisdom, true wisdom, understands complexity, and you have developed this quality. The ancient is honorable and human, yet more than human. And she is courageous and has made sacrifices, as have you. She sees straight through comforting illusions, as you do. She represents ancient tradition and the challenge of defining the self, yet remaining within a tradition that you value. And this, too, is one of your challenges. So take responsibility in your life. You will face the battle of choice, and you will be the antidote to gurus and dominant personalities who claim to have all the answers. The ancient recognizes the challenge of being a teacher. This immersion in a world to learn the ancient arts and venerate wisdom in old ways can be expressed in many forms, but everything you are now learning has value. She is the repository for ancient secrets and the contact between worlds. She is wise and she has learned to consider every word that falls from her lips, even as she longs to call out for freedom. That's a good one. It always is. So, the ancient from the fairy forest. I have several cards to put in my IG stories. I've got the Isis card and the Kali card from the channeling. So I'll put that in my stories, and I will also put this in my stories. So all of this is going into my IG stories. Come follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. What's happening next? How to connect next? Wednesday morning is coffee and coaching. That's a private group, and you are able to ask questions to me directly. We really interface. It's amazing, and you get to really connect with this amazing inner sanctum community. So if you want to learn more about coffee and coaching, head over to my website, sarahmala.com. I think there's a free trial on there. I think. And that's happening then. Otherwise, I will see you on Friday at 10 a.m. Coffee and Magic is at 10 a.m. on Fridays to help with my friends who are not East Coast standard timing. Welcome to this week. Thank you for joining me. Something you can do to help me if you've enjoyed this, that costs you absolutely nothing, is to engage with my posts on Instagram and to share my things. So if you like them and put a stupid little emoji there, it helps with the algorithm and it helps my stuff be seen. So engage. That helps me more than you can imagine. Have an amazing, amazing day. I'm sending you all the love. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody.